Hi everyone, Guyde here, and today I'm going to talk about coming out. So the term coming out of the closet is used when someone reveals to others that they don't consider themselves straight. Revealing that you're lesbian, bisexual, transgender, or even just curious can be a similar experience. But today I'm going to focus on what it's like to come out as a gay man, because that's what I have experience doing. These other types of outings, they can come with their own sets of challenges and rewards, and I do hope eventually to learn enough about them that I can do a video on each of them in the future. Coming out is an extremely personal journey that every gay person goes through, and the length and difficulty of that journey can be very different depending on who you are, where you live, who you're close to, and other factors like religion and family. Regardless of the length or difficulty of the journey, it always starts with realizing yourself that you are gay. For some, there never is a closet. They know, accept, and don't hide the fact that they're gay from a very early age with no sense of shame or stigma. But for others, even just realizing that you're gay yourself can be a very difficult journey to go through. For those who have never gone through this process, realizing that you're attracted to the same sex may seem like a no-brainer. But being gay means we are a minority, and being a minority means that you're different from most of the people around you. And being different can make you feel isolated and alone. Other influences such as religion, parental beliefs, and internalized homophobia can also have an impact on this whole process. I faced the initial struggle to realize that I was gay from an early age. I was teased for being gay, and that taught me that it was something that I should hide and be ashamed of, so I denied it, even to myself. I spent my childhood making up excuses for the homosexual thoughts and feelings I was having, and eventually that led to a deep sense of denial about who I was. It wasn't until I was 19 that I was able to finally break through that denial and realize and admit to myself that I was gay. And this pivotal realization really freed me up from so much internal struggle and worry and wasted energy that my only regret is that it didn't happen sooner. If you want more details on that story, you can check out my About Me video. So once a person has realized themselves that they're gay, they begin to prepare to reveal that fact to others. And it's this time that I really consider is in the closet. That you realize yourself you are gay, but you're still struggling or you're not quite ready to reveal that fact to others. It can be difficult keeping a secret from those close to you, and the longer you keep that secret, the harder it can be to tell later on. The process usually starts by telling one or two close family members or friends, and once you do reveal that to others, you'll feel a sense of relief and joy that you don't have to hide the secret anymore. And once that process starts, it usually gets easier and easier to tell more and more people because you have more support behind you. These feelings of relief and joy are very common throughout the coming out process. In fact, I haven't talked to a single person who regrets coming out. They all see it as a moment that they finally started being able to be themselves. But there will be people in your life that it may be difficult to come out to. In my experience, I had the hardest time telling my straight male best friend and my brother, two people who were the closest to me in my life. I was worried that if they found out I was gay, they might get weird about hanging out with me. But as it turns out, because they were so close to me, they already figured out that I was gay, and they were just waiting for me to tell them. Eventually, once you tell enough people, being a homosexual is just one small part of what makes you you. You may choose to get involved in gay pride and gay culture, or this might have just been a tiny blip on the trajectory your life was already on. For me, I spent many years after I came out without any exposure to gay culture. I didn't know anything about it, and I was too embarrassed to ask, so I avoided gay people. It's this time in my life that really inspired me to be who I needed at that time and make these videos for you, in case there are other people going through that similar struggle. Not everyone makes it through all the stages of coming out. People can get stuck in one stage or another, or may choose not to go forward. In fact, some people may choose to try ex-gay therapy, which is a psychological process that's intended to force the gay out of you and make a person straight. This barbaric process has been discredited by most respected psychological institutions, as being dangerous and ineffective, but it still continues in some parts of the country today. I'll do a video on that later to go into more detail on how dangerous that can be. For me today, I still find myself coming out, just usually to correct an assumption maybe someone had made about me. But it doesn't hold any of the weight that it used to. I've learned over the years that if someone has a problem with me being gay, that's their problem, not mine. I'm just me. And although they are becoming rare, there can be some negative consequences to coming out. Fights with closed-minded family members, job discrimination, or problems having or adopting children are all possible. In fact, in some countries it's even a crime to be gay, that may be even punishable by death. But, looking back on the past 20 years, I think we've made some great strides toward accepting of gay people around the planet. As a result, kids are coming out of the closet earlier and earlier, and being gay is more accepted as just another social norm. Eventually, I hope that you won't need to come out of the closet, that being gay is just, another small part of what makes you you and doesn't hold any more weight than all the other parts of yourself. We're pretty close to that ideal in some places, New York City being one of them, and those places are growing, but we still have a long way to go. I think the major problem with getting to that ideal is visibility. The more people come out and are visible to those around them, the more those around them realize that being gay doesn't change who you've always been. That's why every time a person comes out, they're helping the cause for everyone. I consider myself lucky that my coming out went as smoothly as it did. And if you've seen my About Me videos, you know it started out pretty rough. I've heard too many horror stories from some of my older friends about their coming out process and the difficult journey they went through. But regardless of the difficulty of their journey, it's worth repeating that not a single person I've talked to regrets coming out of the closet. So if you're going through this struggle now, I want to offer my help. If you need someone to come out to, send me a message and I'll welcome you with an open heart and an open mind and answer any questions you may have about the process. And that's it for me today. Don't forget to check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel and keep those questions coming. You can leave me a question in the comment below or send me an email to thegayguide@gmail.com. And in the meantime, get out there and be who you needed growing up.